Okay, how we doing out there? First things first, my name's Kenneth Bird. I'm the creator of Luminous 4K screen paint using ambient light rejection technology gain. I told you we're going to do this on a much larger scale. So this right here is our Supreme 8 Deluxe, actually Supreme 8 ambient light rejection deluxe gamer paint. So we said we're actually going to be designing a form of gamer paint that is going to be extremely heightened when it comes to the different formulas we use to make our other screen paints. We wanted a more concentrated version of a Supreme 8, and it's actually called the Deluxe. It's a very version called Deluxe. Now, it's only available in 1 quart and 2 quarts, just designed for gamer-sized screens. I'm going to show you the projector I'm using. I told you before, we just want to use 720p for right now. So I'm using my Casio 720p projector XGA at around 2500 lumens. I want you to check out my settings that are actually in my projector. We'll put this in menu and walk over. So right now, my brightness on my projector is only at 16 and my contrast is at -1. We're also sitting in eco mode. We're sitting back more than about 10 feet back from the screen. All right, now this technology was developed. Here we go, manual eco mode 1. There we are. Now this technology was developed so gamers who want more advanced color pop, contrast, white levels. They just want to get the most out of their gaming systems. Top of that, you don't have to have an expensive projector. Keep in mind, we do not support knockoffs. So those you've been asking us about using these particular unnamed brand projectors, we don't support them. Please, before you buy, we suggest you look into that shopping cart, look in the policy. We say what projectors we do support. Now with this, you don't have to spend a lot of money for a projector. Another on any of our screen paints, but this one, this is a very concentrated formula. And it just basically gives you more bang for your buck if you're using a low-end projector. Some people may not have the ability to be able to afford a 1080p or 4K projector. And with this option, you can get an amazing picture with a projector of only 720p. It doesn't have to be high powered. Keep in mind, this is eco mode at 2500 lumens. I'll back up and show you how far back the projector is sitting from the screen. I see we got a little light coming in from outside. We got a light on in here. So it basically, we pretty much enhance. Bring my closer up. Going the wrong way. Zoom shot level low. Zoom shot is always low. Done.
Serving up fresh content.
And most projectors, when they're set up, they're always set in factory mode. Factory mode means everything is 50 right down the middle. Right now, we are way under factory level settings at 16 in brightness, at 25 in eco mode. Oh, I should have basically leveled up for that sucker. There we go. There we go. Now I can go to eBay right now. I can buy myself a $50, $60 Epson projector, NEC projector. And on this, it's going to look amazing. And they are where and why. There we go. I've done this already on a smaller scale. Show you we've got a bigger scale being done. And actually, my gaming room, my screen has been recoated. Same technology. Go ahead and grab me a chair. See how deep the blues are? Beautiful. And like I said, my projector is set at minimum, way beyond minimum settings. Gotta grab a chair real quick. Now, these kits are going to come with quite a bit in the bundle. 2-quart kits are going to come with a screen size that is 10 feet by 12 feet. Like I said, try to go to Carl's Blackout Cloth and try to get that one for free. It's not going to happen. That's going to be a $90 blackout cloth if you go to Carl's. The LED lights, let me put this on my, it'll come with around 32 feet of LED lights. If you get LED lights. Morning. Good morning. How you doing? Good morning. Now, these kits will be available overseas. As we announced, we will be shipping them overseas. Shipping will be free as always. We always do shipping for free. The kits will be available on the 17th. And like I said, we're going to have them in 1 quart and 2 quarts. We kept the price, I think, extremely low. $198 will get you about 100-inch to 120-inch screen. From 16 feet of LED light with a blackout cloth surface that is 6x9. 2 quarts is around $259, which will get you a blackout cloth that is 10 feet by 12 feet and 32 feet of LED lights with remote controls. These come with remote controls and everything you need to get this party started. And as you can see right here, I'm doing this demonstration. If you haven't seen the projector behind me, I'm doing this demonstration on my Casio 720p XGA projector that has been set to my menu here. This is my menu, so you can see how bright my brightness level is. We're only at 16 bit when it comes to brightness, right there. And contrast is at -1, and we sit in eco mode, 2500 lumens, and a fully lit environment. Now, imagine if I were to hit this with something a little higher, or if I were to actually put my my settings in actual factory settings. They're just beyond factory settings, because I tell people when you buy a projector and you go into your settings, your brightness and contrast will always be at 50. 50 is always factory settings. It's always half. If you buy a projector off eBay or Amazon, off eBay, then chances are it's going to be in the settings whoever had it. Yeah, I was gaming on this last night. That means if you don't have the money to pay for, if you don't have the money for 4K or 1080p, you don't have to have it. Because we have, the reason why it's called Deluxe, because everything we've actually, because it's a more compact container, as in 2 quarts and the chemical that we use to make these screens heighten. So this is a very concentrated formula. Me going down, somebody should be. Come on, load up. Oh, he's one of those. Oh, great God. Yeah, I'm gonna die. He's one of those. Usually when I get the. Yeah, I'm dead. But I'm just jumping from game to game. This will make a difference. I'm jumping from game to game to game. I'm going to bounce out of here for a minute. We're just going to bounce from game to game to game. Let me show you a little bit of dashboard. My controller is dying on me. Games. I'm sorry if I'm disconnecting and reconnecting. I'm having a little problem with the, we got business class put in. Every time we get a new line prepped in, we're always going to do a little bit of some bugs. So I'm going to have to go in and call them and see if they can come in and just re-prep the line again. Been a bit laggy. Right now, see how long it's taking to load in? Yeah, so it's been a bit laggy. They're gonna have to come in and basically either do something with my modem or whatever's going on. But it's been a bit laggy. It's funny, I had residential. Everything was trying to find a residential. I switched over to the business package because I needed a professional phone put in. And because I got that put in, now I'm having issues. And trust me, the whatchamacallit was running perfectly. We go through this every time we actually switch over to something new. There's always something that goes wrong. So I'm going to have to have them go in and re-prep the modem. This is interfering with my work. Now my nephew, he has a PS4. I'm actually building him a custom screen for his gaming room. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Sorry about that. Yep, cannot connect to network server. Yep, told you. Big problem we've been having today with him today. This is fantastic. Thank you, Comcast. So now I have to go back in, call them up, have them come back in, prep my line again, figure out exactly what's going on here. Let's see. Because, yeah, these games are online, so I have to be online in order to play them. Hold on for 1 minute. I already tested my connections. My connections are running quite well. So we've been getting like a bit of a sputter. We've been getting like it cuts on and cuts off, cuts on and cuts off. See, it works. We've just been going through these little glitches all day. So we just have to go and have them come in and basically either fix it from their office or basically just fix it from wherever has to be done. I love this game. Can't be online for this one. For some reason, we're having problems.
Select a vehicle. Dynamo. Boost and rush to earn points for your team.
Oh.
You gotta be kidding me!
Yep, you gotta be kidding me. Of course it's lost until Comcast. Service was running perfectly fine a couple days ago. I'm actually using my Verizon data plan because it's more stable than Comcast, which is jacked up. This is a business package I just paid for. And I keep reminding me it's lost. Today, I need it for work. Oh, you kidding me? Oh man, that should have been worth some points right there. How do I flip off a freaking ramp? And I want you to look at how bright it's getting in here. That's me not using the controller. Look how bright the environment getting. Mind you, our brightness is at 16. Now, for those of you who own 1080p projectors, we'll show you what it looks like when we boost it on 1080p. Then we'll do 1080p side by side to a 720p. All right, let me come out of here for a minute. I want to see something for a minute. I got to band out of here for a minute. I got to check my connections here. See what the freak is going on. I got to turn this way because I got sensitive information which is about to pop up. You can look at the screen project that I'm working on today. That screen's actually going to be taken off. You got to see the screen I'm actually building. I'm customizing an antique frame for that particular screen right there. So that's a little project on its own. When I'm done, it's going to be quite fascinating. Trust me. So it's going to involve woodwork, a lot of woodwork and a lot of staining, because I want to have a wood grain kind of look to my screen. Let's see what's going on here. What's going on? All right. So I'm in here checking my settings real quick. See what's going on. So yeah, this one right here, that big gray screen on the wall, that's gonna come down. I gotta put that out back. I already ordered the weatherproof lights. I mean, pretty much, we didn't get any snow up here, so I'm not worrying about the screen taking any damage or anything whatsoever. I mean, it's an aluminum screen, so, you know, what more can happen to it? I'll probably just coat the back with some weather sealer or some polyurethane to keep it from rusting out. And then I'm good from there. And then we'll wire in the LED lights, and then we got to bracket it to the back of the, bracket to the deck out back. Then I got to order an ultra short throw because I can't have a long throw out there because, like I said, I want the kids running in front of it. All right, so that's good. Everything checked out. Everything's all jolly fancy. Okay, so we should be good now. All right, there we go. We're back on. I don't know what the heck that was. There we go. Yep. And all this, like I said, 2500 lumens, 16 brightness, minus contrast, and in eco mode. So we can pull this image up and all this light, as you're seeing in my windows and all this light in the environment. Mind you, if we put the projector up at factory settings. Right now we're beyond factory settings. Let's go over here. You know, been asking us, because a lot of people basically want to use this for movie screens. This was not designed. You can use it for movies, trust me, because we all know that the PS4 and Xbox One has content like Hulu and Netflix and all that good stuff in there. Yeah, but it's just going to give you more of an enhancement when it comes to color, when it comes to gaming. Colors are just going to pop a little bit higher than it would be with an 8. This is a deluxe version of the design strictly for gaming. So, you know, average gaming screen is going to be 100 to 120 inches, but we added in 2 cores. So for those of you who want that massive giant gaming screen, you can paint up to 150 inch screen. All right, so while this is going through, let me show you something really quick. Finally got my kitchen back, man, because it was hostage by freaking coupon wars. That's a whole nother story on its own. So I cannot wait to launch this. If you want to see what the labels look like, we have the labels already displayed on our Facebook fan page. You can check out the labels. The labels are freaking cool. I like the labels. Got a bit of a retro gaming kind of look to it. All right there. So here for right now, this will be a trailer just for right now. There's just about an enhancement on just about everything on this particular form of gamer paint. Brightness levels, contrast, white levels, color, everything. That's why we call it a deluxe. Now, if you want to see something insane, mind you, we're using this on a 720p Casio at 16 brightness and -1. You have any idea if we hit this thing with a 4300 lumen Sony at 1920 by 1200, or even any of the 1080p projectors we have in here? That's why we want to start it with the minimum of 720p, because for those of you that are going to be building and designing your own gamer screen, you may, like I said, you may not have the money for 1080p or a 4K projector, but you can go 720p in a fully lit environment. Now, if we're doing this at 16 in brightness in eco mode and a fully lit environment at 2500 lumens, at 2500 lumens in factory settings, you would be beyond this. Let's do something that has nothing to do with gaming. Of course, this has nothing to do with gaming, but I just want to show you how amazing the color looks. Because, like I said, a lot of you are going to be watching movies and sports and whatever you're going to be doing with this out of your console system. Keep in mind, the projector sits in eco mode at 16. The brightness is only at 16. And I'll stand back here and show you the distance on where my projector is sitting. Now it's a deluxe because there's something actually in this paint. There's a tad little bit of 9 technology embedded in this particular deluxe of 8. A tad bit. We can't put it down as a 9. But there is some of it in there. If you notice, the 9s can be in fully lit environments on very low-end projectors and pull up outstanding pictures. There is not, it's some 9 in this technology. A little bit, not a lot. We still have to call it an 8. Still has to come in as an 8. Excuse me. All right. We can't open up these curtains right here because you are going to my neighbor's house, and I don't want to be walking around with the camera in here. But I want you to see that. As you can see, windows are open. There's plenty of light coming in. We're in the daytime hours. Again, I'll show you my projector settings over here so you can see for yourself. There we are. We're at 16 on the projector and -1. There we go for brightness and contrast. You can see all the way across. Standard and normal. We're still setting factory settings. The only thing we did was in this particular projector, we actually moved back the brightness. Like I said, any projector you get Whether when they're brand new, they're all factory settings are always set at 50, 50 all the way down the line. And there we are, eco mode level 1. And you want eco level 1. So 2,500 lumens, we're sitting back a good maybe, I'd say about a good maybe 9 feet back from the screen at 2,500 lumens, fully lit environment. And our projector is beyond factory settings. So let's grab us another one. Request of having the gamer paint in 1 gallon sizes is not going to happen. It's only designed for a certain size screen. As I said, 1 quart's going to do 100 inch to 120 inch. 2 quarts is going to do 100 inch to 150 inch. We're not making them any bigger than that. It's just designed for certain. It's a gaming paint. That's what it's designed for. So some things have been enhanced. And this particular is more of a concentrated formula to give you a more punch, more boost to your gaming, especially when it comes to color. Colors on this thing is absolutely amazing. Now I'm gonna do a demonstration lights out probably later on tonight. And like I said, the surface that's going to come with it is going to be, it's going to be quite a big surface when you consider the fact that it's probably about that, whatchamacallit is the 2 quarts, 10 feet. That blackout cloth that comes with the 2 quart is 10 feet by 12 feet. Look at my environment, see how bright it is. Let me put my curtains back the way they should be because I don't want my neighbors think I'm a little cuckoo. Basically having my curtains out. They're always curious what I do anyway. I think if it's not too cold, I think it's 30-something degrees. I'm hoping to be a little bit warmer because I want to be able to take the screen outside and do some gaming outside on it. Not on this one, but I will be building a more smaller version of this one for gaming for outside. Maybe a 50 or 60 inch. I'll take out just these lights right here. Right there, so I just have my lights out. I think I'm going to be doing a smaller screen for outside on the deck. I do have one right there. That's the other one I was showing off yesterday, and this is the more bigger version of it. But I think I'm gonna do maybe like this is 80 inches. Probably gonna do maybe like a 70 inch, a nice 70 inch size. I can take outside when the weather gets a little warmer. I'll do some gaming out there. Now, keep in mind, you don't have to use the blackout cloth that comes with it. I know some of you may ask that question, you have to use it. No, it's just given to you for free. Some people may not be able to have the ability to paint on the walls. You know what I mean? There's certain restrictions some people may have. And you know what I mean? Having the blackout cloth will give you to be able to build the screen, design it any way you want to. We add that in there for free. If you want to paint this on your wall, you can paint on your wall. If you want to paint it on your pre-existing projection screen, you can paint on your pre-existing projection screen, your fixed frame screen. Even plexiglass, anything you possibly think of, you can code it to it. I'll do a plexiglass screen probably, not tomorrow because I got something to do tomorrow. I'll try to fit it in probably for after the launch date, so it'll probably be somewhere around maybe Wednesday or Thursday. I'll do a plexiglass screen. I think this one I'm gonna keep my edges clear. A plexiglass screen. Oh yeah, they gave you the freaking warning. Some of these games, so keep in mind, this game has a lot of flashing on it. So if you do have any kind of vertical or you suffer from seizures, I do suggest you looking away from the screen right off because yeah, it will trigger some crazy stuff. Oh, come on, let's just play. Yeah, if you have any problems with seizures or any of that stuff, this game has a lot of flashing going on with it. I got a little vertical, but not enough to trigger off anything crazy. So keep in mind, ever since I do demonstrations, if I'm doing like visual effects, and do advise people who do have any of these kind of problems, yeah, do not look at the screen.
GSI. Confirmed mission and weapons. Emergency. Emergency. Gather formation approaching. Intercept immediately. I repeat. Intercept immediately.
Oh, really? Can we just give me a minute to... Never mind, whatever. I had to turn my lights on. It's just too dark in here. See how bright it is in here. Make sure we have a little sunlight piercing through. We're not worried about blowing up. I just want to show you how much light is entering the environment. We have sunlight pushing through right now. So my environment here gets really, really bright, especially with the curtains I have over here, because I don't have black curtains or black shades. I mean, I like to get a lot of light in my environment. I do not like dark environments, as you already know that already. So I'm going to step back and show you exactly how much light we have piercing through my environment. See that bright light? That's how bright it gets and get right in here. At 2,500 lumens. Right in it. All right, so let me show you already from the door. Let's go disconnect me from here. There. All right, let me show you how bright the environment gets in here. So let's go over here real quick. To start the project right there. It's gonna be so much fun. Yeah, I got some ideas for that one. So let me... Any fault is in the kitchen. All right. Comcast is gonna have to step up their game. They want to continue to receive money from me. All right, for some reason, I don't know why, but for that area in there, we are not connecting at all. And I'm running this off my Verizon data, which should be good. Sorry about that. Kitchen's a no-go zone. I don't know what's going on in there, but for some reason, it is not happening in there. Poltergeist in the house? I don't know. All right, so let's do it here. We're not going to have a problem in here until I figure out exactly what's going on in there. I think it's something wrong with my signal. I have to get it connected or whatever. I'll call them up today and figure out what's going on. Have a tech come here and fix it. This is the kit that comes with the 2-quart kits. Do it on the kitchen, went on a table, more professional, but you know, I'm going to chew them out when I get my hands on it, because I'm paying a lot of money for this connection setup, and it's already getting a little bit, it's a bit buggy, so I'm going to chew them out when I get on the phone. All right, so this is what comes with the kit. So with the 2-quart kits, 2 sets of these lights, the 2 feet of lights, you get the remote control, which comes with the IR, which allows you to be able to control your lights and power it up. Right there, from there to there, very easy to set up. There is your power supply, which I like because it's all in one. The power supply I have actually connects to the back. I don't like it because it actually pulls out from time to time. But this one's all in one right here, from here to there. And this is the size of the screen that comes with the 1 quart. Now, the 1 quart we have with the Supreme 8 that goes for $179, that only has a 5x11. This is 6x9 feet. This is quite big. So this is the size of the blackout cloth. And this is split up. It's quite huge. This is the one that comes with just the 1 quart by itself. The one that comes with the 2 quart, it's 10 feet by 12 feet. Do your research. Go out and try to find a blackout cloth that's 10 feet by 12 feet or 6 feet by 9 feet and see how much money it's going to cost you. I guarantee you it's not going to be somewhere in the price range of $30 and $40. It's going to cost you 90 to maybe almost close to $100, especially if it's Carl's. It's going to cost you that much. So you're getting this for free with your kit, with the LED lights, and free shipping. So we'll ship this. Keep in mind, these are now eligible for overseas shipping. Somebody tried to hit the shopping cart. A few people tried to hit the shopping cart yesterday. Keep in mind, the shopping carts were locked yesterday. They'll say out of stock. It keeps people from going in and placing an order when the product is not ready yet. Now, here's a little kicker. We're having an early launch date. Shopping carts have been activated last night around 12 o'clock. When I made the announcement, they had to be locked because we had to make sure that we had enough orders on just about everything we can get our hands on. We had the quart containers coming through, 2 quart containers coming through, blackout cloth, LED lights, and everything else that has to be done. That's already shipped in. We're also going to be, let me see other things we're going to be working on really quick. I think that's basically about it. That's all the information I gave right now. So if you're interested in the gamer paint, it is available now on the website. The shopping carts are open. I think we have about 50 in quantity per each one. All right. That being said, I'm shutting down over here because I have to get ready to do this. And on top of that, I have demonstrations for tomorrow. And also, too, I have another projector. I want to test that on that screen. This over here. These are orders that are going out right now. But that right there is the Panasonic, I think, Panasonic 1600 lumen projector 1080p. Because a few of you are going to be asking about what it's going to look like on a 1080p projector. Also, to keep in mind that this is a Casio projector. This is laser. So laser 720p projector. You can get them on eBay for about, I paid $140 for that. 140, 150 bucks. That's all you're going to pay for it. $140. So it just gives you an idea that, you know, if you want, some people want the best graphic when it comes to gaming, they want the best color pop and all that other stuff like that. With this technology we designed right here, this is going to give you everything and some. Now keep in mind, you can rewind this video, go back and see my settings in my in a fully lit environment on eco mode with contrast at -1. If we're picking up images in this kind of lighting on a projector 25 feet at 25, at a projector at 9 to 10 feet back at 2,500 lumens, just think if you got a projector that was maybe 3,720p or 28, a little higher than 25, and if you had it at 25, the settings, what we can do with this stuff. All right, with that being said, I got to go. Thank you all for your time. Also, too, again, this is eligible for free shipping overseas. So, yes, keep in mind, if we ship it to you overseas, signature confirmed will be required, just to let you know. All right, thank you all. Got to go, and God bless.